If you ever heard people talk about the present moment and the importance of being in the present moment, I invite you to consider this from a different angle. I did an improv class today, which was very interesting. And as we were doing the improv, there was an exercise where you're with a partner and you're watching two other people act out some kind of a scene. And the way you ask them what they're acting out is one word at a time. So you're saying one word, then they're saying one word. So what are you doing? And then they respond one word at a time. I am, and then they're describing something that they're doing. But the problem is that what you think they're going to say, because that's what you want to say, is not what they end up saying. And the more you think about it, the more you try to get into a person's head, the more you realize that you don't actually understand what's going on in their head. So this was really an exercise in saying the next thing that comes to mind, because if you try too hard to be creative and to get it right, you're going to stifle yourself. You're going to take yourself out of the present moment, and then you're going to lose what's being shown to you. And the reason I'm saying this is because this is what applies in everyday life, as far as maybe I should go do that thing. Maybe I should talk to this person. Maybe I should get some help over here. Maybe I should launch my business. Maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should eat healthy. It's like we take too much time to think about things on such a deep, expanded level that we end up over analyzing and then paralyzing ourselves into inaction because we've just opened up too many boxes and we can't resolve all of those boxes. So what we end up doing is not doing anything. So this exercise was really a reminder to just stay in the present moment, not to force things, and to decrease what I mentioned in a previous video, mental friction. So the resistance between where you are and the thing that you want to do. So the more steps that you add, the more complex it is to get from where you are to where you want to be, the more resistance you're going to experience. Oh, I have to do this and I have to wash my clothes and I have to drive an hour to the gym or whatever. Oh, I have to do this and I have to get this software and that software. I have to go to this therapist. I have to find these books. And it's just you're making things much too difficult for what you need to get done. So basically what you're trying to do in this particular instance is decrease all of the friction. So decrease the resistance that you feel to take you from where you are to where you want to be. And in that particular example, it's really decreasing the amount of time that you're thinking before you say something. So, and the same applies for action. So instead of you thinking, you think a little bit and then you implement, right? Especially when you're doing something that you know that you want to be doing, or that according to your own standards that you should be doing, whether it's getting help, getting support, working out a relationship, being part of a group or a community, trying something new, doing something to really expand your comfort zone, to help you learn something different, or build yourself up to a degree where you start to become the person that you actually admire, right? That you actually want to see yourself becoming. And instead of delaying that process, you can do little tiny small things, tiny small actions to help move the needle. And those tiny small actions will come from you not thinking too much. Because the more you think, the more you're going to stifle yourself. And in that particular exercise, that is exactly what happened. When people tried too hard to come up with something like witty and unique and creative and funny, it wasn't that creative, it wasn't that funny, and they lost the moment, right? And you lose that magic of the moment. So when you're inspired, when you have a moment, when you're thinking about something, take an action to commit yourself to what you're doing. So make some kind of a decision that will lock you into that thing. That's what I do on a regular basis. I join groups. I become part of masterminds. I uh, I did the improv thing. I was working and I was like, oh, I'm a bit bored. I want to do something interesting, but I want to participate. I don't want to watch a show. I want to participate in something. So I decided to do improv, and it was worthwhile, because not only did I learn that, I also imparted that onto you, and also what I'm doing through the actual practice of improvisation, through that class itself, I'm learning to use different parts of my brain. So I'm learning different skills. Same as you're doing, not only when you're watching this video, but when I start my community on Skool, you're going to see that there's going to be a lot of interaction. Like I'm going to be doing live workshops, live classes, meditations. I'm going to have the course, so the community is going to be there. So hopefully, we can build something that's going to be amazing. So anyway, I'll leave that there. I hope that was helpful. And if you like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. You could sign up for my newsletter. I'm publishing articles there. And you can follow me on X, and also look out for the community on Skool that I'm going to be launching soon. It's going to be free. So don't worry about it. And that's it. That's it for me for now. So any comments, make sure you leave it in the comment section, right? Because until I open up my community, I want to make sure that, we're still interacting. So if you have a question, let me know. I can record a whole video on it. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, I'll see you soon.